Okay. So, everybody knows that Christmas season just passed, and, I work in 3 retail stores. So, not with my phone going off like this. Wait a minute. Okay. Ratchet moment with Boosie playing in the background. Anywho, so yes, I just wanted to talk about a couple things when you are shopping not to do to a cashier. Being that I'm a cashier myself, there's just some things that us cashiers would prefer you not to do. Okay? Now, the first thing, the number one thing, I'm going to start number one and work my way down because it really bothered me at work today. I'm just saying. Okay, so the very first thing that I need to talk about with all you god dang people, see, you thought I was going to cuss. I'm not going to. I'm not going to today. Please, when you are handing your money to the cashier or to whoever it is, please, if they have their hand out, okay, they have their hand out, do not set it right here. You see my hand? Right here. This is where you set the money. Why? Why do you do that? I don't understand. Like, do you not want to touch my hand? Like, quite honestly, you don't have to touch my hand technically. If you set the money in my god dang hand, you won't have to touch my hand. I mean, my hands aren't dirty. I mean, yeah, I've been dealing with money all day, but shit. See, you made me cuss. Lord Jesus. Pray for me, y'all. But that bothers me to the point of no return. I promise you it does. And I sometimes I do have to tell my customers, like, you can hand that to me. My hand's right here. Like, you can, instead of setting it on the counter, especially when I have my nails and they're extremely long. I don't have my nails extremely long right now. But especially if my nails are extremely long and I have to, like, scoop the change off the counter and you're watching me scoop the change off the counter, that's quite irritating. So, number one, don't set the change on the counter. Unless your cashier is extremely busy and she's still... Oh, another ratchet moment. Pussy in the background. Um, so yes, unless she is busy or he is busy or whoever is busy, or folding the clothes or doing something, trying to find something out for you or something, please just set it in their hand. Please just set it in their hand. Please just set it in their hand. Please. I ask you nicely. Just set it in their hand. Please. Okay? Okay, now the second thing, to be a better shopper, if the line is long and you have a cart full of items with hangers on them, why not just take the hangers off? I mean, when I'm at Forever 21, I see people take the hangers off. But at my other jobs, they don't do that. Like, what is so hard about taking the hangers off? I do it. I did even before I was a cashier. I mean, it's not that hard. Like, no, really, it's not that hard. So, what I ask for you to do, before you get to the register, take your hangers off. Very simple. Very, very simple. Oh my god, not with these ratchet moments. Phone's going on silent. Officially. Okay. So, okay, that was number two, right? Okay. Now, number three is kind of like number two. It's very irritating also when there's a long line and you wait till you get to the register to decide which clothes you're going to keep or not. First off, I'm not going to say where I work because I don't want nobody stalking me. But literally at my store, the stuff is so cheap. Like, no, really, like, the stuff is so cheap. And you're deciding if you want to get a $1.50 dress that's on clearance already. It's $1.50. It's $1.50. Like, literally, they have marked it all the way down to $1.50. And you are contemplating between getting a $1.50 dress and a $4.50 dress. You don't know which one you're going to get. Really? Really? Is that, like, no, really? Seriously? Are you serious? And then you gonna have the audacity to ask me which dress you think you should pick out. Bitch, you should get both. What kind of dumb shit are you asking me? No, really. Are you serious right now? Like, no, like, look at me in my eyes. Like, are you serious? Are you really serious? You just asked me if you should get a $4.50 dress or a $1.50 dress. First off, the $4.50 dress has a hole in it. The $1.50 dress has a hole in it also. That's why it's marked down. And you can't decide which one you want to choose? Really? Like, no, seriously. Like, not saying where I work just has ratchet ass stuff where the stuff is, but people return stuff, and some of my coworkers aren't so smart, and they return stuff with holes in it. So, what can I do? Also, people in the fitting room are trifling. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's, I don't even know what number. It's number 3. I promise you it's number 3. There's 5 of these things that it just irritates me to the point of no return. Also, if you see I have a long line with like 9 people in it, why in the hell would you come up to me, ask me if I can give you a price check on something? There's about 5 people on the floor. You really couldn't find anybody? Like, not one person on the floor to help you with that? No, really. You couldn't find not one person. Not one person? Not one. Like, you literally couldn't find one person. Like, couldn't see nobody. Please stop doing that, people. I love y'all. I love everybody. I love everybody until you make me hate you. I love everybody. And I just feel like if people just use their common sense, our world would be so much better. Like, everybody would be happy. Just use common sense. It's not that hard. All I'm asking you to do is take the hangers off, get your shit together, and be smart. What's up? Is that hard? Am I asking for too much? I'm just saying. And there's one very last thing that bothers me. This is actually something that doesn't bother me as much as everything, and it's surprising. It's probably going to surprise some people that it doesn't bother me as much as other things bother me. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is if you try to return something at one of my stores without a receipt and you get mad because you can't return it, don't take it out on me, because it's not my fault you can't return it. Blame the Ross policy, the Forever 21 policy, the best. I just told y'all where the hell I work. I am so upset. But I don't even know how to edit this stuff out anymore, so shit. Y'all just gonna know where I work at. Bottom line. Anywho. But, pretty much, if you're trying to do a return, if you do a return period and you can't, the cashier tells you, customer service person tells you, you can't do a return because of something between the policy, don't be mad at the customer service person. They're doing their job. Just saying. Like, I didn't make the policy for returns. You have to understand that. I didn't make the policy for the returns. And, you know, at the same time, I do understand why you're mad, because you did want your money back. But at the same time, it's like, really, like, I didn't cause this problem. Like, you're the one who lost your receipt. It says on any receipt you get, like, any receipt you get, even on places that don't accept returns, any receipt you get, it says keep the receipt. Keep the goddamn receipt. Keep the receipt. One more time. Keep the receipt. Keep the receipt. Really, like, no, really, keep the receipt. You don't know what reason you might need that receipt for. You don't know. And it's like, you come in without a receipt, you're trying to return something, and then you want cash back. So first off, there's thieves in the world. People steal stuff. Why would you think it was okay that you wanted cash back after you forgot your receipt? What proof do we have that you even bought this? Like, I mean, we have videos in the back, but if you don't know what time you, exactly what day, what time you bought it, videos don't help you. That's why we need a receipt to see what time and what day you bought the item. Just saying. So again, don't get mad at the person who's doing the return. Don't do it. Because it's not our fault. I promise you it's not our fault. Like, I understand you're mad and you're gonna cuss and all that. And, like, it doesn't really bother me. And that's funny because, like, at my other job, recently I had a customer go the hell off. She went off, whatever. She's cussing, everything, all that good stuff. And, of course, she has to be black. But, why is it that every time somebody black comes in and they start cussing and stuff, why do they always look at the black person who works there, like the closest black person? They're like, ooh, get your family, like, why your family acting like that? I don't even know that broad. Like, I don't know him or her. I don't know them. Just because they're black doesn't mean I know them, okay? To all those other races. But at the same time, I do kind of do it with other races too, so I can't even say nothing. I don't really, but, I mean, if, honestly, people look at me, when it's a black person, they look at me like I'm supposed to help them handle the situation like they're speaking a different language or something. Like, they're not speaking a different language. I'm not speaking Nicaraguan or something, whatever, like, something. Like, I'm not speaking it. They're not speaking a different language. Like, I can't help you. They're not speaking a different language. That's, like, well, I got cussed out by an Asian lady one time. She started speaking Tagalog. And, of course, I'm going to look at the person who speaks Tagalog at my job because I want to know what the heck she's saying. She could be calling my mama all types of sluts and hoes, and I wouldn't even know. That's a whole different situation. Now, stop looking at me when black people go off in the store. I'm just saying. I hope some of my coworkers see this because y'all know y'all do it and you know who you is. Okay? Anywho, so stop going off on the people at the register. Stop asking people who have 1,000 things to do at the customer service desk to help you with a price check. Please, please, please get your stuff together before you get to the register. Please take the hangers off. And most important, please put the cash in their hand. Just put the cash in their hand. Just put the cash in their hand. Oh, and your ID too. If they ask you for your ID, don't slam it on the goddamn table. Put it in their hand. They didn't put your cash, your freaking change on the counter. They gave it to you in your hand because that's the respectful thing to do. So respect them. They're doing their job. At least they have a job, because some people don't, okay? So just because they're working at a job that, of course, you wouldn't consider luxury or anything, like, you're at their job. Like, if somebody did that at your job, you would be pissed. So act accordingly. Just treat people with respect. That's all I have to say. Okay? Thank you.